Now, before I get into the weekly expectations, I do have one request. Please head over to the open topic discussion in our course. It's linked within every module, or you can go directly to the discussions. There have been some interesting conversations and resources shared, but there's also a question from a classmate regarding how to mock up and embed images, whether you're using Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or some other tool to accomplish this task. So if you wouldn't mind, head over there and chime into that conversation. Okay, expectations for this week. As I mentioned in this week's overview or introduction, you are reading Chapter 5 in WSNY, the Mini Art School. With that, you are looking at the psychology of color in logo design, and your discussion is wrapped around company logos and Gestalt laws specifically, which appears at the end of Chapter 5. So that's just kind of where you're at this week. And then on top of that, notice the peer critiques. Now, in the WOW Courses system, there is one singular due date for peer critiques because I have all 3 critiques rolled into one umbrella assignment rather than 3 smaller assignments. So keep that in mind. If you look at the course schedule in the syllabus, you'll see that the critiques are typically due a week after the submission of whatever work is being critiqued, in this case, the logos. So when you are looking at the course module and you get to the peer critiques page, you'll see a link to the Google form that I'm having you use to submit this. You'll also see a link to a Google Drive folder that contains the available logos that have been extracted from the analyses or saved as the image if that's what the person submitted. And then you'll also see the assignments. So you'll see your name and then an arrow and the names of 2 peers whose work you're critiquing. The form lets you select your name from a drop-down, the name of the peer from a drop-down, and then the long answer form for you to put in your critique. That said, some of you may notice that when you head over to the Drive folder that there's a few logos missing. We did have some students who needed to turn in work late. Please know that that will not affect your grade for the peer critiques. So I will try to check in with those of you later in the week who are waiting on work from peers before you can submit a critique, but that also means that you may have to wait just a little bit to receive your critiques from peers. We had at least one late add and some other issues come up. So I'm working on those offline and will be in touch with the students who are affected by this. So with that said, I hope you have a fantastic week and just let me know if you have any questions. Use the on-screen navigation to access another section of this week's overview.